Hi, everyone. My name is Richard Young, the creator of this cartoon. With artificial intelligence providing the artistic talent, I've been able to put my thoughts and ideas into these political cartoons. And should you find this interesting, I'd appreciate you subscribing to this channel, liking the video, and even sharing it with friends. This cartoon takes us down into a subway tunnel. Barreling out of the dark is a train, and across its front in big letters are three words: Social Security Bankruptcy. Kneeling on the tracks right in its path is a workman in blue coveralls. His cap reads, "The Repairman," and beside him sits a toolbox labeled with the only tools that can actually fix this: common sense, courage, and long term thinking. Next to him, a warning sign that says, "Danger, third rail, touching it will kill your political career." And up on the platform, a row of panicked politicians pointing and screaming at him, "Make sure not to touch the third rail." That's the whole tragedy of Social Security in a single picture. Because for decades, Social Security has been called the third rail of American politics. If you touch it, you die. Propose any changes to it, and the attack ads write themselves. So our leaders have decided it's safer to do absolutely nothing and let the train just keep on coming. And the train is coming. Let me give you the numbers fresh out of this year's Trustees Report. Social Security's main retirement trust fund is now projected to run dry around 2032. That's only 6 years from now, not in some distant future, but within the working lifetime of nearly everyone listening. Now, when that reserve runs out, the program doesn't vanish. Let me be accurate, because bankruptcy is a scary word. Payroll taxes will keep coming in, and they would still cover much of the bill. But much is the whole problem. Unless Congress acts, every one of the roughly 70 million Americans who depend on those checks would take an automatic cut of about 22% overnight. And the long term hole is now estimated at about $30 trillion. And here's the maddening part: none of this is a mystery. Everyone in Washington has known it was coming for more than 30 years. The math isn't hidden, and still, nothing happens. Now, my cartoon points the fingers at the political left, and I'll defend that, but only partway. The left has turned "don't touch benefits" into an article of faith. Even mentioning an adjustment gets treated as an attack on grandma. But some on the right are guilty of the same thinking. President Trump has repeatedly and flatly promised never to touch the Social Security. And in fact, the big tax law Republicans passed last year actually moved the bankruptcy date closer by trimming some of the revenue that flows into the program. So let's be fair, cowardice on this one wears both jerseys. It's the rare issue where both parties hold hands and agree together to look the other way. And the truly frustrating thing is that the toolbox in the cartoon is real. We know the fixes. You can lift the cap so higher earners pay the tax on all of their income. That's the left's preferred tool. You can gradually raise the retirement age or slow the growth of benefits for wealthier retirees, and those are the rights. You can means test, adjust the formula, or do a little of everything. Every one of those options either asks someone to pay a bit more or accept a bit less, which is exactly why each side starts to scream "cut" or "tax hike," and nobody moves an inch. But here's the proof it can be done. Back in 1983, a Republican president and a Democratic House did this precisely, together, and saved the program for a generation. But it took courage. The cruelest irony is that waiting doesn't make this any easier, it only makes it hurt more. Fix it now, and the adjustments are small and gradual. Wait until the train actually arrives and the choices turn savage. Every year, our leaders spend protecting their own careers instead of the program. They aren't avoiding the pain, they're just handing a bigger version of it to their successor and our children. So I'll leave it with you. Should we save Social Security by asking the wealthy to pay more, by trimming benefits and raising the retirement age, or by some honest mix of both? Is it right for politicians to keep promising no changes at all to a program that the math says cannot survive unchanged? And the real one: would you actually reward a leader brave enough to tell you the hard truth? Or would you do exactly what that crowd on the platform is doing and scream at them not to touch it? Let me know in the comments. Please subscribe, give it a like, and share it with someone who's counting on that check. Until next time, keep thinking for yourself.